Hello, my name is Nigel Burns at the law offices of Nigel Burns in Los Angeles. Like most people right now, not actually at our office, working from home, working remotely, but we are working for our clients and still taking new business. Obviously, it's a strange time here right now, and one of the things I want to talk about today is unfortunately something that's seeing a spike, which is divorces. I'll never forget many years ago when my brother moved to England. He had a landlord who he rented a room from, and the landlord was recently divorced. Landlord said that he and his wife had been happily married for 19 years, and then they met each other. And I think there's probably a lot of that happening right now with people sheltering in place and working from home. And a lot of couples, a lot of families are kind of on top of each other and are feeling stress, etc. And that's understandable, but to everyone I'd say it's these are different times, and I was only saying to my wife this morning that it's natural for anyone to have a meltdown during this particularly crazy period. She did point out to me that it was my seventh meltdown this morning. But anyway, one of the things I want to talk about with divorce right now is assets and what is community property and what is separate property, because if you are going to decide to get a divorce, then it's an important thing to realize that the difference between what is community property, and that what I mean by that is property that's owned by the couple who are married, and there can also be community debts, which are debts that are accumulated by a couple when they're married. Separate to that is what's called separate property, and that is property that can be acquired before people are married or even after they're separated. And typically one gets to keep one's separate property, but community property is invariably divided up, whether it be equally or according to, if one of the people in the marriage made greater contributions, during the marriage, etc., then that may or may not be community property also. There's a lot of very intricate differences in what can make something community property versus separate property, the account it comes from, the names on the account, etc. And so those are important things to appreciate and understand before getting a divorce, because you want to know, what your financial situation is going to be like on separation. And especially in the current times, which are very scary, it's even more important to have an understanding of that. It's also important not to do anything rash, like pull all of the money out of an account or something like that, because that can get you, in trouble later with the court, etc. But those are all things that it's a very good idea to contact a lawyer to discuss. And as I said, maybe don't do anything rash. These are difficult times for everyone right now. But if you are considering divorce, if you were even considering it before all of this COVID pandemic basically took over the world, then feel free to contact a lawyer and get some advice. And even though most lawyers, most people aren't meeting in person right now, you can still set up a Zoom meeting or a phone call or something like that and answer your questions. And thank you very much, and stay safe.